Hey guys, welcome to Nerdarchy, for nerds by nerds. I'm Ted, hanging out with the full crew today.
Nate.
Dave.
Ryan.
And before we get into it, head over to nerdarchy.com, sign up for the newsletter. You'll get great stuff in your emails, and it's the only way to find out how you can game with us.
And if you don't want to take the long trek all the way over to nerdarchy.com, just go to the description below.
So
yeah.
Today we have a GM 911 from Rhett Bruck. He's got a Goliath in a Dark Sun 5th edition game, and the character's main goal is to find his tribe, and he's a mage slayer in a party full of mages.
Well, hey, that's very convenient and handy.
So he's got plenty of targets right there.
Barrel whenever he wants. Oh, he also is killing NPCs and not trusting other people.
Yes.
So, you know, the DM is looking for a way to get this guy to trust people, and be a full-fledged member of the party, as opposed to just kind of being a troublesome player.
Okay, another thing that bears mentioning though. So it's a Dark Sun type game. I don't know how much they're using the lore in the world. Mm-hmm. So magic users are bad and distrusted in that. Now, so having a character that doesn't necessarily trust anyone in a survivalist sort of world like Dark Sun makes a little... Well, no, it makes sense in a survivalist world where anybody could fuck you over and take over what you have. Like, you know, it's very like, it's like worst case scenario.
Well, there's a problem with that is you don't trust anybody. Your probably survivability is actually going down rather than up.
Yeah, it's easier to survive in groups.
Yeah, you at least need to be...
You at least need your party.
Yeah, and right now he doesn't even have that.
So basically, I would, like, quasi-trust people in civilization, but out on the Badlands.
But the issue is this is this guy's mentality for his character.
Yeah. So go ahead.
My solution, I've got two. They either fight it out, and some people die, which isn't a good idea. But I would say, you know what? It doesn't have to be 10 levels until he finds his tribe. He finds them. Congratulations.
Retire.
Retire Goliath character and make a character that does not
that gels with the party.
Screw up the entire adventure for everyone else.
Well, except for, or you could go the other route. Sure, he finds he finds his tribe, but it's kind of like when Luke came back to find his aunt and uncle just dead in Ash, where they're all dead and they're slain by something. And the only people that are there to like console him and to help him get revenge on those that killed his tribe are his party members.
Right.
If you're going to trust the people that are going to help you exact vengeance.
Yeah, I mean, you could use this as an opportunity to create some kind of ordeal that the Goliath has to go through, which could be the revenge scenario, or it could be something completely different, where he's forced to rely on the party.
Like where they can cast Speak with Dead or something like that to help him exact vengeance, and it's magic solving the problem, the magic that he hates.
Yeah, I mean, we could bring up the fact that this could have probably been avoided in Session 0 if it was done properly in order to circumnavigate this problem, but hindsight's 2020. We can't move backwards. This is the party you have. These are the characters you have, but it does bear worth mentioning that you should have a conversation with this player saying, look, this is the party you're paired with. If you can't get along with them and make this work, you should come up with a new character.
Who can? Yeah, because an a-hole is the person that makes the character that, oh no, I don't want to work with any of these people.
Because the main goal of playing D&D is to have fun. And if you have
a cooperative game,
it's cooperative, and if you have a character who is presenting a challenge for everyone else at the table, that's the problem, and it needs to be addressed with that player.
Challenge isn't the problem. It's when it goes so far that it aggravates everybody. I mean, we played the Witch Hunter game. I was a difficult character to talk with, but I don't think I disrupted the game.
No,
not difficulty.
No, not in any way, shape, or form. That was just a role-playing style.
Yeah.
And that's fine.
And another issue is out of game. This person was getting upset because he woke up from a drunken stupor, attacked the guards. His Goliath attacked the guards, and then he got taken out, knocked down, and the rest of the party wasn't helping him. Well, I wouldn't either. I would be like, all right, I mean, do whatever you got to do, officer. Just leave me out of this.
Yeah.
Well, and that's actually good because it's a way to start hopefully training that player to behave. Like, there's consequences, and the party didn't back you up because what you were doing didn't make sense.
If you're acting like an asshole, you're not gonna you don't have your friends back for when they do some really dumb, heinous shit, So,
But like, no, that was on you. You messed up, or start introducing NPCs that this character needs.
Right.
Like, killing them is actually the opposite of what's going to solve the problem, and make it clear.
yeah, like I don't know what NPCs that he's killing. Like, if he's just killing like the sort of like the town spiritual leader just because he can and he wants to, then he's not there to play a role-playing game to begin with anyway.
Right.
And I just wouldn't invite him back. He wants to play a video game where there are many consequences to doing anything. Like, you can go kill Deckard Cain and it doesn't matter, you're not going to get the quest. So
Yeah, if you have NPCs that have information, I don't know whether he's spreading money around or talking to people, but if other people are aware that he's looking for his tribe, then he has to talk to people, and therefore that's a way of getting information. Oh, you want a tribe? Well, I happen to know something, or I know someone that does, and now it's forcing I talk to this person, and I talk to this person. Eventually, he's going to have to accept, well, I talk to people and I get information. This is going to lead me to my quest.
yeah.
Well, exactly. Like, basically, you need to leave the breadcrumbs for them to follow, and train. It always comes back to what I say is you got to train your players to play the game how you think it should be played, and basically if he's killing the NPCs, well, basically leave a clue after that's done that he can discover, realizing that NPC had a connection to his tribe and he'll never get the answer now.
Yeah. I was just thinking it'd be really funny too if you have someone direct him, so they get coin or whatever to give them directions to a tribe of Goliath, but it's just a tribe of Goliath.
Yeah, it's the wrong one.
Not his, it's like Goliaths. They're like all the same, right? Like,
You guys are all tall and look the same.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Like, you wanted a tribe of Goliaths? I got you to a tribe of Goliaths.
Well, or introduce more powerful NPCs. Like, you don't want to do this too much that bully him.
Yeah.
And treat him the way he's treating the other NPCs.
Yeah. Well, or he absolutely can't take somebody because especially in a Dark Sun sort of world, like, people survive on being tough. So if there's a guy that's a captain of a caravan, he's going to be a bit of a badass.
Right.
Or if he murdered guards, well, maybe one of the guards' brothers come looking for him, and
who's a champion gladiator.
Yeah, and this guy is a stone cold badass, and he's in the gladiator pits because he likes it, and he's really good at it.
Yeah.
Or he could even be in the Templar Order.
I don't know if he's literally playing Dark Sun, but you could have somebody that's a relative that's they're a Templar, so you're dealing with law enforcement that even if that Templar isn't bad enough himself, there's people moving up the order that might want to avenge him, not necessarily because they're good, because Templar aren't, but it's an insult to their station to have them.
Well, yeah, and it could be that that Templar is attacking the Goliath for personal reasons because of a family member that the Goliath has killed. And the other Templar would probably let it slide if he wasn't all dressed up like a Templar getting beat in the circle. It's a square somewhere by this Goliath. Yeah. So now they've got to deal with him.
So it just comes down to figuring out what are the consequences for bad behavior in the real world, and that's what would happen in the game. There's always someone bigger and better than you. Especially if you're playing a D&D game that's it's level based, right? So it's real easy to realize, well, there are higher level characters out there. Yeah. Maybe they're not as plentiful as the PCs, but they're out there. There's monsters out there. There are things that will wreck a character at any level, and if this character is just being an a-hole, it can and should come back to bite him on the ass. Oh, and the consequences don't always have to be combat either. It could be like, oh, no merchant will sell to you in this city now. You cannot get lodgings anywhere. The guards will always harass you. Every time you go through the gates, they tax you. They're like, and they're just making up taxes.
Right, they're basically getting catastrophe insurance for this guy.
It's Thursday. That's actually 3 extra gold today.
For anybody over 6'3".
Hey, we've heard about you. You have to leave your weapons at the gate. You can't walk around armed anymore.
Or they peace bond his weapons.
Yes.
So they do this really hard knot that's going to take like an action to undo. So before you could even use his weapon against somebody, he's got to like spend an action to like unknot it, and somebody's like blatantly attacking him, type of situation.
Yeah. So you have to make consequences for the actions, and you have to make direct correlations to the bad behavior and the consequence. Otherwise, because some people just won't get it.
Hit the Goliath on the nose with a newspaper. Bad Goliath. Bad Goliath.
Pretty much, and that newspaper needs to spell out what they did wrong.
Yeah.
Or they just won't get it. You're picking on me. No, this is what happens when you do certain things in society. It's unacceptable. He may, people that do sell him stuff, they may sell him shoddier goods for more money. They may poison his food.
Well, so I mean, again, I don't know how contextually heavy he's going into the Dark Sun thing, but even like in sort of like medieval discipline and punishment, like somebody was like drunk and disorderly, they end up in the stockade, and like people are like throwing rotten fruit and like insulting them and stuff like that. So like he could be in freaking stocks, and like, oh, any strength checks you try to make, because he is a Goliath, so he's going to be strong. Any strength checks you try to make are at disadvantage because you have no leverage really, like to get out of that. So
yeah,
you could have like every people that like he screwed with or bullied like come and like have fun with him, like while he's like locked up basically.
So first things first, have a conversation with the player, pull them aside, not in front of the group. Be like, look, this is the things you've done, and in all honesty, this is what actually would happen if you tried that in this day and age. You can't, you're breaking the law, and that will cause consequences. Or these people might have people that care about them, and hey, you're only 3rd level. There are people that are higher level than you, so maybe you should manage. If you get a bad reputation, people will charge you more or not want to deal with you. And see if you can just talk to the person to person, and maybe work things out that way. If not, you can try to start doing things in the game, and if they become really disruptive to the game itself, and it's harming the fun of everybody at the table, you may have to ask that player not to come back.
One individual person is not worth the enjoyment of everybody else at the table. Like, basically screw that person. At that point in time, if every logical step has been taken, they can find people that will actually enjoy gaming with them, because you and everybody else seemingly don't. Right. So by that point in time, if you take every effort and they don't respond to it, forget them.
Yeah. I absolutely hate that solution, but sometimes there is no other way.
Yeah.
And you can also present to the characters like, look, if you are stuck with this character, going this certain way, are you open to retiring him and making a new character that's going to be fit in more with the party?
Well, so then you get into like the domain of, is it the problem of playing an asshole character, or is it an asshole player?
Right.
And then like an asshole character can be changed. An asshole player that doesn't want to change, there's nothing you can do about it.
Whatever he's going to do is going to be disruptive to your game. That's the only thing you can count on, basically.
Chaos.
So
some people just want to watch the world burn,
or your game.
or your game.
So you got anything you want to throw in there, Nate? We got it covered.
I said my piece.
All right, so let us know what you guys think in the comments below. If you got any solutions for Rhett Bruck, put it in the comments below. While you're at it, like, share, even subscribe.
You can check out the articles over at nerdarchy.com.
You can do all kinds of stuff, like check out the Instagram.
Okay, or while you're over on nerdarchy.com, you can check out Nerdarchy the store.
So until next time,
stay nerdy.